Rear wheel bearing replacement on a 2006 Nissan Altima. You want to jack up the vehicle. We'll break the lug nuts loose. Look like they're maybe 21 millimeter. It's either 19 or 21. Break them loose a turn or two so they're loose. And then go ahead and jack up the vehicle. There's a pinch weld here along the edge you can jack up on. Let's see here. Certainly could jack up underneath here. Right here, a couple spots. So, we'll jack it up, take the wheel off, and get to what we need to get to. Everything, bolts and nuts, are left to loosen, right to tighten. We have the brake caliper assembly to take off, then we have the brake rotor to take off, which you just slide forward and off. And yeah, so we got 17 or 18 millimeter bolts, and we'll take the bolt off here and one down below. Slide it off. We can put a screwdriver in here and collapse the caliper just a little bit just to make it easier to slide on and off.
Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for watching my video, and do all that good YouTube stuff. Share it, like it, hit the notification bell, thumbs up, subscribe, all the things that you do. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video and saving some money perhaps. I also invite you to check out the links in the description for some long-term savings with the stock market, and checking out the links for either E-Trade or M1, where you can save and trade fractional stocks, or Webull, which is usually giving away a couple free stocks for just depositing $100. So, and strongly invite you to invest in your future and check them out. Thanks, and let's get to the video.
So the lug nuts were 21 millimeter, and the two bolts holding the bracket on are 19 millimeter. So the bottom one, just need to use an extension on this, or just use a 19 millimeter wrench on this to take that off. So here we are back here, and again, just simply left to loosen, and we'll remove the caliper. It should just slide right off. And then we can see here our bolts in the back for there's 4 of them for the wheel bearing hub assembly. Two bolts out. Slides right off. Nice and easy. Little emergency brake shoes and a little baby rotor in here. Can certainly give it a little tap if it's not coming off. Don't want to go crazy on it and dent it all up, or spray some penetrant in here to loosen up the rotor if it doesn't quite slide off for you. That's it. Here's our hub assembly right here. We're going to zip the 4 bolts off the back, and it should just pull right out. Bolts for me are 17 millimeter. And sometimes that happens. I guess we'll see if it'll just pull out. Gonna tap it with the hammer a little bit on each side. I hear ya. It wasn't too bad. We can clean this up if we need to. This actually comes out here too. I don't know if it'll come out with your, probably not, because it's got a notch in there, okay? And clean this up. we'll put a new wheel bearing hub assembly in there and we'll bolt it down. I'll give you some wonderful torque specs. Came flying out, so this one, the new one's got a little notch here, but not here, so maybe it only fits in one way. I'll put the notch up. All right, all the bolts started by hand, so we're good to go there. So we'll bolt it up, and again, I'll give you the torque specs. All right, the 4 bolts that hold the hub assembly on in the back apparently are 58 to 68 foot-pounds. Slide the rotor on, drop your caliper on. The 2 bolts that are here apparently are 116 to 144. Seems a little high to me, but that's what it says. Got your caliper on after your rotor's on. Then all you got to do really is slide the tire on, tighten the lug nuts in a crisscross pattern as tight as you can get them while the vehicle's up in the air. Of course, the wheel's going to start spinning. Don't worry about that. Just put it down then on the ground, and then you can tighten the lug nuts. It says 73 to 86 foot-pounds. So again, tighten them in a crisscross pattern. And then pump the brakes a few times if you collapse the piston to let that set. And that would be replacing your wheel bearing hub assembly and your Nissan Altima in the rear. Pretty easy job. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bolts. Not too bad, huh?